Welcome to Daily English Room. Today's topic is music. Do you like to listen to music?
Of course. In my kitchen, music is as essential as salt. I always have something playing: Brazilian samba when I need energy, smooth jazz when I'm creating new recipes. You know, I even organize my prep work according to my playlists. A kitchen without music is like food without seasoning. It just doesn't feel right.
What types of music do you like to listen to?
In the kitchen, I need something energetic, so I play a lot of Brazilian samba and bossa nova. It keeps me moving, but I also love international jazz and funk. You know, cooking and music are similar. They both bring people together, no matter where you're from.
Do you play any musical instruments?
No, unfortunately not. My instruments are my knives and pans. I've always wanted to learn the guitar though. There's such a rich tradition of Brazilian guitar music. Maybe when I'm not working such long hours in the kitchen, I'll finally take some lessons.
Who are your favorite musicians or bands?
João Gilberto is my all-time favorite. He's the father of bossa nova and represents everything beautiful about Brazilian music. I also love Jamie Oliver's friend, Jimmy Doherty. Not many people know he's also a musician. He makes food-themed songs that combine my two passions.
Do you enjoy singing or dancing?
In Brazil, you grow up dancing samba. I'm not great, but I can keep the rhythm. When I'm cooking alone in my kitchen late at night, I often sing and dance. It keeps me energized. Some of my best recipes came while dancing around the kitchen.
How does music affect your daily life?
In a professional kitchen, you need energy to keep going during those long shifts. Music helps maintain the rhythm. It's like a heartbeat for the kitchen. And when I'm experimenting with new recipes at home, different styles of music inspire different cuisines. Brazilian music for feijoada, jazz for French dishes, it all connects.
How do you think music has changed over the years?
The fusion of styles is incredible now. In Brazil, our traditional samba is mixing with electronic music, jazz, everything. It's like what's happening in cuisine, this beautiful blend of flavors and cultures. Though sometimes I worry some authentic cooking techniques might disappear, just like some traditional music styles.
Can you share a memorable experience related to music?
My most powerful music memory is from my grandmother's kitchen in Sao Paulo. She would always play old bossa nova records while teaching me traditional recipes. One day, as we were making feijoada, her favorite João Gilberto song came on. She stopped cooking, took my hand, and taught me to dance right there between the pots and pans. Now whenever I hear that song, I can smell her cooking and feel her joy.
How do you discover new music these days?
Instagram. Believe it or not, I follow lots of chefs, and they often share what they're playing in their kitchens. There's this whole community of cooking while listening to music content. Plus, when international chefs visit our restaurant, we always exchange playlists. Food and music. They're both about taste, right?
What are your thoughts on music education? Do you think it's important?
You know, in Brazil, music education often happens informally, in homes, at festivals, in the streets. But I think formal music education is valuable too. In my cooking classes, I use music to teach about Brazilian culture. Music and food, they both need proper technique but also creativity and passion. They should teach both in every school.
How does music help you learn English?
In the kitchen, I play English language cooking shows and their soundtracks. It helps me learn cooking terms and general vocabulary. Sometimes I write down lyrics I don't understand and look them up later. Gordon Ramsay's shows have taught me lots of English, though maybe not all suitable for polite conversation.
What are your music-related goals or dreams?
My big dream is to open a restaurant where live Brazilian music is as important as the food, creating a complete sensory experience, you know. I'm also planning to start a YouTube channel where I cook while teaching Brazilian songs. First though, I need to improve my singing. Maybe take some proper lessons.
Has your taste in music changed over time?
When I was younger, it was all about fast-paced samba and Brazilian rock. Now that I'm a chef, I appreciate slower, more complex compositions, like how a good dish needs time to develop its flavors. I've also grown to love jazz fusion and world music, which reflects my approach to cooking, mixing traditions to create something new.
What are your favorite places to listen to music?
The kitchen is my concert hall. Early morning prep time is perfect for energetic Brazilian music. But I also love listening on my balcony after work. I have a small herb garden there, and something about watering plants while listening to bossa nova just feels right. During my days off, I explore local cafes that play live music.
How does music affect your mood?
In the kitchen, music is my mood thermometer and controller. Fast-paced songs help during rush hours, they keep me energized and moving. When I'm experimenting with new recipes, smooth jazz puts me in a creative mood. If I'm feeling frustrated, Brazilian carnival music always brings back my smile. It's impossible to stay stressed while samba is playing.
What do you think about live music versus recorded music?
It's like comparing home-cooked meals to perfectly photographed cookbook pictures. Recorded music is polished and reliable, great for the kitchen. But live music? That's where the real flavor is. In Brazil, live music in restaurants creates this amazing atmosphere. You can feel the passion, even if there are small mistakes. It's more authentic, more human.
If you could learn any instrument instantly, what would it be?
The cavaquinho. It's a Brazilian string instrument essential to samba. In my dream restaurant, I'd love to not just cook but also perform traditional Brazilian music for guests. It would add such an authentic touch. Also, its bright, cheerful sound perfectly matches the energy of a busy kitchen.
If you could have a private concert from any musician, living or past, who would you choose?
João Gilberto, without a doubt. Gestures enthusiastically, I'd ask him to perform in my kitchen while I cook. Imagine that. The father of bossa nova, singing The Girl from Ipanema while I prepare traditional Brazilian dishes. I'd love to hear him explain how he developed his unique style. It would be like a masterclass in both music and cultural heritage.
Why do you think older and younger generations prefer different types of music?
In the culinary world, we say taste evolves with experience, and I think music is similar. Older generations in Brazil grew up when samba and bossa nova were revolutionary. These styles tell the story of their youth. My generation explores fusion styles, just like modern Brazilian cuisine mixes traditional and international flavors. Younger people now? They create new genres by sampling everything, like contemporary chefs experimenting with fusion dishes. Every generation's music represents their recipe for self-expression.
What does music mean to you personally?
In Brazil, we say music is the heartbeat of life. For me, it's exactly like cooking. It's about creating something that brings people together, that tells a story, that carries emotion. Whether it's a samba that makes people dance or a slow bossa nova that makes them feel deeply, music, like food, is about connection.
That's all for today's daily English room conversation practice. Thank you for joining us. If you enjoyed this video, like, leave a comment, and hit the subscribe button. See you next time.